Welcome back, Queen, to the Free and Fully Expressed podcast, the space where we don't just talk about self-love. We remember who we were beneath all the layers that we've performed. I'm Jackie B., your shamanic soul guide, mama of three, and your reminder that your worth doesn't live in your roles. It lives in your roots. Today's episode is called Reclaiming the Woman Beneath the Roles. Because somewhere along the way, many of us forgot who we were before we became everything for everyone. Before the mom, before the partner, before the leader, before the healer, before the responsible one. And I want to talk about the moment, the one where you wake up and look in the mirror and realize, I don't even know who I am anymore. This episode is for every woman who has been busy surviving, serving, and striving, and is ready to come back home to herself again. There was a time when I lived entirely through my roles. I was the caretaker, the nurturer, the achiever. I wore them as badges of honor, and in many ways, they were beautiful. They taught me strength, devotion, and resilience. But they also became my mask. And the more I excelled in my roles, the further I drifted from my essence. I remembered one night, the house was quiet, kids were asleep, and I walked into the bathroom and I caught my reflection, and for a split second, I didn't recognize her. I saw the mother, the wife, the entrepreneur, the healer, but not the woman. Not the one who used to dance barefoot in the kitchen. Not the one who wrote poetry at midnight. Not the one who dreamed just for the joy of dreaming. And that moment broke me open because I realized I've been living for everyone else, but not with myself. So here's the truth. We were taught that we had certain roles, right? But we were not taught to know ourselves. We were taught to define ourselves through labels, titles, responsibilities, and productivity. We learned early that being a good woman means being needed, that love is earned through sacrifice, and worth is proven through doing. So we built our lives around this illusion of value. We become everything the world had asked us to be, right? And in the process, we forgot the woman who asked for nothing but presence. But Queen, you're not just your roles. You are the consciousness that fills them. You are the breath that animates them. You are the soul behind them. When we start identifying as roles, we lose the power to move through the roles. And that's where resentment, burnout, and emptiness start whispering. Reclaiming the woman behind the roles isn't about abandoning the identities you hold. It's about remembering the essence that existed before them and allowing her to lead again. It looks like laughing without needing a reason to. It's saying no without guilt. It's creating just because it lights you up. It's taking up space even when it makes others uncomfortable. It's letting your desires matter, not as luxuries, but as lifelines. It is giving yourself permission to be human, not just useful. This is the reclamation in the return. Back to the body, back to the voice, back to the rhythm of your own soul. You don't have to destroy your roles to rediscover yourself. You just have to loosen your grip on them. Because the truth is, the mother is more powerful when the woman inside her is alive. The leader is more magnetic when the woman inside her is nourished. And the leader is the healer is more potent when the woman inside her is loved and loved by her. So let's drop this from the mind into the body. If you're in a safe place, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let it out. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. And let your chest rise and fall, just being in this present moment. Now imagine yourself standing in a circle. Around you are all the versions of you that carry a role. For example, you may see the mother, the achiever, the helper, the fixer, the performer, maybe even the peacemaker. One by one, they look at you and say, thank you, all around the circle. Hear them, receive them, one by one. They hand you back your energy, not to erase them, but to reintegrate them. Now breathe in and whisper to yourself, I am not my roles. I am the woman who fills them. I am the pulse beneath the performance. I am whole even when I'm not needed. And just stay there for a few breaths. Feel the aliveness returning. That is you. That is her. That is home. Now here's some journal reflections for this week after this little practice. 1. Which role have you been hiding behind the most? 2. What parts of me have gone quiet beneath the roles? And 3. What does my essence, the woman behind it all, need right now to feel seen, safe, and free? Queen, the woman behind the roles have always been there. She's the one who laughs louder than she should, the one who cries harder than she allows herself to, and the one who loves with her whole being. She's not waiting to be found. She's waiting to be felt. So this week, let yourself play again. Let yourself create without purpose. Let yourself be messy, wild, and real. Because that woman, the woman behind the roles, is the truest reflection of your power. If this episode stirred something in you, share it with your sisters. Let's start a revolution of women who remember that they are more than what they do. And if you're ready to go deeper into this reclaiming, it's not just to know who you are, but to really live it. Come join me inside of Reclaim Your Queen. This is where the woman behind the roles becomes fully alive. And until next time, remember, you are not what you do. You are who you are. And you are everything.